Good evening, Aries fans, and welcome to Chicago.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. I don't know what else to say. It's Chicago.
Yeah,
Right?
I was trying to get a sound effect, but I don't have it yet.
You don't have the bang, bang?
Not yet.
Or the pew, pew?
Not yet.
I mean, we're on YouTube, so it's probably better to go pew, pew.
It's quack, quack.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack, bang. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter because we're here in Chicago and we have got 14 cars on the track. We'll be back for useless shit you don't care about. Okay, that was the instant replay. How about I do the intro?
Might help.
Nothing could surprise you. You thought you'd seen everything, but you never saw me coming. All eyes on me, ready or not, I'm making waves. Ready or not, you can't escape. Ready or not, I'm on my way. You can't stop what I got. Ready or not, ready or not. Oh, here I come, so you better get ready, get ready. Something big is about to go down. Ready or not? Ready or not? Ready or not? Down zone, you best get moving. I'm about to change the game. Go ahead, try to outrun me. It's all the same. Ready or not, I'm making waves. Ready or not, you can't escape. Ready or not, I'm on my way. You can't stop what I got. Ready or not. Ready or not. Oh, here I come, so you better get ready, get ready. Something big is about to go down. Ready or not. Ready or not. Ready or not, I'm making waves. Ready or not, you can't escape. Ready or not, I'm on my way. You can't stop what I got. Ready or not, here I come, so you better get ready, get ready. Something big is about to go down. Ready or not. Ready or not. Ready or not. Ready or not. Ready or not.
we go. There we go. There we go. How do, and welcome to Chicago. I actually had to pay for my own way. Yeah, quack, quack. Quack,
YouTube
quack.
friendly.
So there we go. Hey, you know what? Let's hurry up and get useless shit nobody cares about in.
All right, well, we're in Chicago in Grant Park area. We are doing a street course. First race was last year in July. Course measures 2.2 miles with 12 turns. Track is flat because it is a road course. And we are about 6 miles from the worst crime area in Chicago. So, keep your wallets close and beware of the.
Yeah, and your firearms even closer. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Those are illegal in Chicago.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, not probably.
Permit.
They are. Anyway, welcome back. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We want to welcome you back to WFO Championship Racing. This is race number 3, or week number 3, right?
Yes. I mean, both, but yes.
Both? Okay.
Because, I mean, it's race number 3 of the cars. It's week number 3 of the races. So it both work.
Oh, there we go. Okay, well, as long as it works. If it works for you, it works for me.
You know what else? You know what else would work for me?
Yeah, you're shit out of luck, pal.
Oh, am I?
Yep, it's down.
Okay.
Says I'm not old enough to stream. Your account does not meet the age requirements to stream. And I was like, what? Okay. So I'm assuming that means it's done.
On both?
Anyway, how are you doing, Brazy?
I'm doing all right. I had a good Thanksgiving and went to my father's and got to see a couple family members and stuff there. Son was home last week, streamed for a couple days, and took care of some stuff. What about you?
I did nothing. And I saw nothing, and I just did nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually how it works, right?
Yeah.
Get a couple of
you
days.
either do something or you do nothing. I mean, yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, we got... Okay. All right, cars. Listen here. You are gonna... Well, it looks like we're going to look at Burt Wilson or Kyle Stewart's car for the rest of the night. Aha, there we go. We got it done. Anyway, we got 14 cars tonight. Kyle Stewart, Justin Ritchie, Dakota Floyd, Chuck Sweeney. Burt Wilson will be driving with us tonight. Jacob Daniels, Matt Tilder, Michael McCulley, Garrett Helminger, John Sanu, TJ Lee, Rick Fergone, Richard Holland, and Paul Patterson. As we get ready to get underway here in Chicago. And we do realize there is some audio issues. And we're doing everything we can to try to get Brazy louder and on the right channel. There is that,
listening
right?
to it, I sound quite loud. So,
what's that?
Listening to it in the side channel so I can see it. I sound fine.
Oh, you sound fine. Okay. Well, then to hell with it.
by chance able to share the stats screen through Discord?
You have a choice. You can either watch the race or the stats.
I can watch it delayed. I'll
Okay.
take the stats.
You'd rather see the stats? I got you, Bubba. I can do that. Oh, you want... okay. I'm not showing either one. And you want the stats.
Yes, please.
All right. All you, baby. All you. See? Look. We overcome. Big shout out to Nation and Vern and WFO for being able to do the truck broadcast last week. Watched it myself. Damn good.
According to that list, half the track just crashed.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure if that's not going to be correct by the end of the night.
Also interesting, 3 cars have not moved.
Yeah, Richard Holland, Rick Fergone, and Paul Patterson are still sitting in the pits.
Green.
And we're under green. 45 laps tonight here in Chicago. We have 11 cars on the track. And already
Little wall pinch there.
a little wall pinch already. There we go. Looked like Michael McCulley hit the wall back there pretty hard too. Kyle Stewart is going to be your leader temporarily. Justin Ritchie. And then you've got Matt Tilder. Dakota Floyd, Garrett Helminger. And that's going to be your top 5. There's no way we're going to be able to. I mean, we can't even do the blimp. Look at this. We got buildings in the way.
What the hell?
Chopper view, maybe? Oh.
Dakota rubbing a little paint off there. He didn't like that.
No, it shows Richard Holland, and both Richard Holland and Fergone are actually on the track.
Hey, we're already 2 laps in.
Let's go back and take a look at what happened over here at Garrett. Well, wasn't really expecting. Oh, there we go. Going into the first, or I don't even know what turn that is. But he hit that wall pretty hard.
Ours aren't designed to turn right.
These ones aren't, that's for sure. Chuck Sweeney currently in 5th. Let's take a ride along with Chuck. Well, there you go. More twists and turns and curves than I can't even think of anybody that has more curves.
Maybe
That one
that
failed.
one rapper chick.
Some rapper chick? Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. We'll go with that. Some rapper chick.
Cardi B.
Oh, God. I think I just lost a little bit of supper. Oh, Justin Ritchie. Take a look at this. Justin Ritchie's was currently in second place. Is again in second place. I think this is registering stuff. Oh no, he going. Boom. Went into that corner just a tad bit too much. Now Chuck Sweetie getting tied up. Let's take a look at what happened to him.
Driving these streets like I do in Need for Speed.
Probably just trying to get out of town.
There's another one.
Chuck hit that wall pretty good. Goddamn trees. Is there no good camera angles in this track? Jesus. Meanwhile, Kyle Stewart is out in front. And, wow, Kyle Stewart has a hell of a lead already. Almost a 7-second gap between the leader and second place. If I'm reading that right.
You are.
Gee, wow, what happened?
Well, you see, when a car gets out front and it does pretty decent,
And all the other cars
it
wreck
can-
behind him? It leads for a
Yes.
good race. Michael McCauley just going ahead and crashing. Let's take a look at what happened to him. It's that same
must have hit
corner.
hard.
Oh, just to the inside. Oh, golly. Well, Michael McCauley hit that wall pretty stout. John Sanu is now our next victim.
That was quite the pan angle going through the building like that.
I know, right? It's like playing Sniper 4. John Sanu locking it up and, yeah, into the wall.
That's the same corner McCauley hit, isn't it?
Yep. And while we're here, why don't we take a look at Justin Ritchie? Oh yeah. Went into that corner just a little bit too hot. And that is going to drop Justin Ritchie down to fourth spot. Was currently in second. Matt Tilder's now going to take second. Dakota Floyd third. But this man right here, Kyle Stewart, he's increased his lead to almost 8 seconds now.
And with Justin Ritchie crashing there, Dakota's been able to gain on him, and he's now up 4 seconds on him.
Yep. Oof. 7 laps. Gonna be a late one. We got more people watching than we do racing. I will say this, Kyle has done some practice on this track. And it shows. Let's go ahead and take a ride around the course with the leader, Kyle Stewart, number 20.
Yes, sir, you did. There's right turns and left turns, back turns, front turns.
I was going to say there's actually a couple of reverses. A little bit of parallel parking going on tonight. Anyway, that was a race around the track with Kyle Stewart. What's going on, Susan? How you doing tonight? Scotty is in the house. You're cold. It's just a figment of the imagination. John Sanu, again, going into a corner a little bit too much. What's up, Matt? How you doing? 30 degrees.
22 here. That's our warm point for the day.
I feel for you, Susan. It's only 58 degrees here. What up, Vern? How are you doing tonight? We were just talking about you earlier. I got to watch you and Nation and WFO. It was like old times last week. Or not watch, but listen. See, now that's a word right there, Scotty Mac, I ain't got to worry about. Shoveling.
Yeah, well, you probably never had to shovel as much snow as he had to shovel this week.
Oh, yeah, it's been really horrible out there. Glenn comes in and says it's 25 in Charlotte. Well,
are we going to have more racers in the chat than we have in the race?
I'm thinking we are. Matt's coming in and saying that, I'm bored already. Well, you know what? Maybe you ought to step it up a little bit considering you're 13 and a half seconds down.
Or 12 and a half. But, what's the second?
Oh.
Vern, how's the
there
head?
you
And
go.
Scotty, how's your back?
There you go. Texting and driving. Matt Tilder just hit the outside wall. Uh-huh. You wanted the spotlight. We got you.
Oh, two.
Yeah.
He's going to drop down the third here in a second.
Second spot back over again. Not able to hold it off a little bit. '27 in Northeast Wisconsin. What's up, Mike? How are you doing tonight? Just couldn't bring myself to pay for a track that I was only going to wreck on. I totally understand that, considering I had to pay for my own goddamn air flight here to Chicago. Talk about money poorly spent. I don't know anybody that would actually take a flight to Chicago.
Well, I mean, every time I fly somewhere, I have to fly back to Chicago.
Well, that's because they require you to. They got to get their people somehow.
Oh, John Snooze crashed again.
Jacob Daniels actually crashed too. Let's take a look at that. Jacob Daniels right there in the 72. Looks like he's got a little rear damage. It's got a funny shape, kind of like the same shape as Richard Holland, the front of Richard Holland's car. Not that I would, imply anything. Well, we always have an extra chair in the booth.
You gotta grab it before Nation sneaks in and sits down.
Yeah. Johnson just having an absolute hard time on this track. Let's take his last. Oh, that really wasn't a wreck. That was kind of a Vern move, testing the walls to make sure their safety barriers are okay. Okay, maybe. Well, he really had to get on those binders.
There's a turn there.
Huh?
There's a turn there.
And that's just one of the last three. There's another one. Okay, we're going to stop picking on John. This is actually a race right here for second place.
Got Matt Texton Telder and Justin Ritchie.
Yep. Texting Telder. Like it. John Sanu crashed again.
Just testing the corners. Checking for safety for everybody.
John Sanu's hood is actually flapping in the wind.
Waving to the fans. It's fine.
going to have to say that people at Rig Radio in his pit stall, the body man is not exactly very happy right now.
That or his car is being hungry like Pac-Man right now going down the track.
Wonka, 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 wonka. It's a new technology. It's a new airfoil.
Makes it so he can go faster and keep the front end stuck to the ground, right?
Yeah. And into the pits he goes. Meanwhile, Richard Holland right here in the 31 has moved up 2 spots to secure that 7th spot.
After a late start.
After a late start.
I like that, Mike. Parachute, less braking needed.
A whole new term for air braking. Air brakes, right there, Mike? Push down on the pedal, the hood comes up. Meanwhile, back here up in front, look at this. Kyle Stewart, 18.3 seconds ahead of second place. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking it's rigged because there ain't no way there ain't no damn way a Ford is that fast. That ought to piss some people off in the chat. Calm down, people. Calm down. It's just a decal. Because if it was a real Ford, it'd be in the pits. He has spent way too much time at the plate. Yeah. I'm watching him take these corners and flip through those. And yeah. I'm going to have to say he's definitely gone around this track once or twice. So how'd it feel to be back in the booth last week there, Vern? I heard you had some Tiffy's issues and you weren't going to be able to race anyway, so. See, Brazy, I figured by the time I get done asking him stupid questions, he'll just give up and get his fat ass up here in the booth. You know, the funny thing is, I don't know about you, Brazy, but I definitely didn't have any butterball turkey this week. We had nothing but ham.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I'm upset about?
What are you
I didn't
upset?
have any pumpkin pie.
Oh, We had pumpkin pie, but it was store-bought. Justin Ritchie going on to the inside, and he's going to get around to Rick Vergone and put Rick down a lap. That's going to leave 9 cars on the lead lap. Kyle Stewart, Matt Tilder, Justin Ritchie, Dakota Floyd, Chuck Sweeney, Burt Wilson, Richard Holland, Jacob Daniels, and TJ Lee.
I am not happy with you, Scotty. See, when we used to go to my grandmother's house, she used to send me home with pie. I used to come home with all kinds of food.
Yeah, my grandma used to make a pie. So my grandma used to make pies for dinner, you know what I mean? For Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
But then she would also make a pie for every family, their favorite pie. So if it was pumpkin, she'd make you a pumpkin pie to take home with you. If it was cherry, she'd make cherry, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So you always got a fresh pie to take home.
I was usually the only one she made an extra pie for. Because I was special.
Well, I wasn't, because I was into the lemon meringue or the, dare I say, cream pies. And the last thing I wanted to take home with me is a cream pie from Grandma.
Wow.
Oh, Justin Ritchie is going to drop back from that battle with Matt Tilner. He done hit the wall again. Oops, I did it again.
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
See, Vern, you just gotta build up an immune system to fight off that stuff. So when you eat a bunch of junk that you're not supposed to eat throughout the years, you don't get that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to have to say I'm going to have to say probably over the last 5 or 6 years, I just don't eat like that at Thanksgiving because, man, I'm comatose. Then, you know, you're always the one that has to drive home. Justin Ritchie dropping down into pit road. That's going to move a bunch of cars up. Chuck Sweeney is going to be in 4th. Dakota 5th. Or Dakota Floyd will be in 3rd. Matt Tilder will be in 2nd place. Meanwhile, Kyle Stewart has been able to increase just a tad bit. He's gone from 18 to 26 seconds now. Jesus.
Maybe he'll get slowed up by lap traffic. Not sure. Maybe.
Well,
Holy cow.
well, hello there, Vern.
I thought you disappeared into this. And that'll be just a little work.
I'm having a hard time hearing Vern.
Why are you having?
Hear him just fine.
Hear me?
Oh.
Oh, because I disappeared.
Yeah.
Better turn my volume up.
Yeah, I just did. I got your volume up now.
Worked fine for you last week, didn't it, Vern?
Yeah, it worked great last week. What happened last week?
What do you mean what
didn't-
happened last week?
We didn't race last week.
I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
There
ago.
you go. 2 weeks ago. What happened 2 weeks ago? I don't recall anything.
I had to go out of town on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing 2 Wednesday nights ago.
You were doing the truck series.
No. that
Yeah,
wasn't
there's
me.
video proof.
Yeah, that you still can't prove it was me that did it.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you know.
It was mostly Nation.
Oh, yeah. It sounded really good. I got to watch the replay.
Yeah, it was mostly Nation that did that broadcast. Where's he at tonight?
Who knows? Probably still comatose.
I thought he was just coming in to watch or to help. He's not here. No, he just come in for a special event 2 Wednesdays ago. Nation did. Other than that, he's been spending a lot of time on that UFO ship.
Oh. We can't even show the UFO ship here.
Well,
Buildings are in the way.
I think secretly he likes the probing
Oh,
in that.
hey, there's no secret. He definitely likes to be probed.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, I honestly think that he just likes the probing.
I mean, from what I've heard.
So you got some first-hand knowledge here, there,
No,
DMS, or
yeah,
what?
see, that's why I had to change it up a little bit.
That's what it is. First-hand knowledge.
You're the one with the camcorder?
I was paid to be there, okay?
As the one with the camcorder or the one doing the probing?
I was just there as for video evidence. That's all. Had
Trying to
nothing to do with the talent. Just ask my wife; she can prove that to you.
Trying to watch the session, but it tells me I need updates, and it won't let me click the update
Yeah, that UI is a pain in the ass.
thing. It is.
You literally got to open up 3 different pages before it actually launches the UI.
Yeah, I guess now I figured out the update. We'll see if it works.
See, Kyle's starting to tag a couple on walls there.
Yeah,
It
I
would
think
ha-
he's starting to get. I think he's got a couple of tires that are getting a little bit more out.
It would help if where it tells you on the top of the screen that you need updates, if it had a link to update it.
Yeah.
I guess I could watch it in Discord too, but I figured I
No,
might
you can't.
pull iRacing up.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you can. We got
He's
the
sharing
stats up tonight.
Oh, the stats are up.
Yeah, our other Discord says I'm not old enough to stream.
Huh.
Well, I don't know about you, Vern, but he's been able to increase it now to 34.5 seconds.
It's basically half a lap around that place, I think.
Yeah. Not quite. but
No,
yeah,
not quite.
yeah,
I
they-
think a lap there's a minute and a half or so.
Yeah, they're running full laps is about a minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, I thought it was somewhere around a minute and a half. I'd turned some laps there, but I don't have very much experience at Chicago, so
Hence the reason you were a little late tonight.
no. Lowe's is the reason I was a little late, but had to take some holiday stuff back.
You had to take. Wait a minute. Not the end of the holiday yet.
Yeah, well, some stuff you just don't need or you don't want or it don't work.
Matt
So-
Tillner jumping into pit road and now coming back out.
And I'm going to try my best to make the race tomorrow night. So there was stuff I needed to get done tonight that I won't be able to do tomorrow night. If I was going to miss a race, DMS, it was going to be Chicago.
I would definitely. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to come to Chicago either. There you go. Kyle Stewart jumping down into the pits for the first time tonight.
So how are you watching the race, Brazy?
I am over on Twitch because that is the shortest delay.
Well, I'm going to pull it up on iRacing and I'll go live with it. And then you won't have any delay.
No, I can't. I don't think I. Well, no, you good. If you both share in here, yeah, then I can watch both.
I don't think it's ever going to let me in. It got to 90%, got stuck. Here we go.
Well, Kyle Stewart back out on the track. And he now has lost a little bit and now only has about a 28-second lead over second place.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah, see Chuck Sweeting making a pit stop right now in the 75.
Yep.
Burt Wilson going in.
Yeah, Burt
Richard Holland
Wilson
going in.
It's like pit road's getting pretty busy.
Going to be a one pit stop tonight, I'm assuming. Oh, Richard having some problems down on pit road. Had to back out and drive back in. And we got a crash from Burt. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Burt Wilson just coming right out of pit. Let's see what happens there.
I can't remember how to do that.
Burt on his way out, comes out. It might have been a false register. It's been doing a lot of that on this race.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I backed up DMS and I don't.
Oh, there he hit the wall.
Oh, yeah. He cracked the wall a little bit, put a little damage on the car, didn't he?
Yeah. And John Sanu is still being plagued. He's in pit road. Is your pit road? Meanwhile, we got Kyle Stewart. No, that can't be right. We got 6 cars. Kyle Stewart, Justin Ritchie, Matt Tillner, Dakota Floyd, Chuck Sweeney, and Burt Wilson all on the lead lap.
I'm showing 86 on the track now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30-second lead for Kyle Stewart here. I wonder if he's done anything else since Thanksgiving.
you think this is all he's done?
I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, look at how smooth he gets around this place.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. Maybe he's from Chicago.
He might be. If I was him, I wouldn't admit it, but he could very well be from Chicago.
Yeah, he's like, what do you mean? I'm from Chicago. This is how we drive all the time.
Well, he could be, man. Maybe we could educate him on how to vote.
It's going to take a lot more than that. I guarantee you that.
No, I think on November 5th we educated America on how to vote.
Amen to that. What's up, beautiful beast? How you doing?
What's going on, B&B?
Oh, I think that's the first mistake I've seen him do.
Yeah, he hasn't made very many of them. You would think with a 30-second lead, DMS, you wouldn't push it as hard as he is, but he's still going after it.
He's getting it, baby. He's getting it because now he's up to 34.3 already.
Yeah, they're halfway through the race here tonight, so. But it's this driver right here, this 20 car is just clicking the laps off, man. But how about Justin Ritchie?
What about Justin Ritchie? He's had a couple of oops tonight, but still sitting back here in second place.
Got her in P2. He's on the podium.
Yeah.
That's going to be good enough to get a fella an interview, right?
It sure is.
There you go.
Him and Matt Tilder have been fighting back and forth for that second and third.
And what's Tilder, about 5 seconds back there now?
About 5.5, yeah. About 5.5 seconds back. And it's been kind of impressive. He's had a couple of mistakes. He's hit a cut wall, taken a couple of corners. But otherwise, he's been up there, right there in the top 3 all night long.
Yeah, he just dinged the wall a little bit right there coming off the corner. But wish I could tell you what corner they are, DMS, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Some street in Chicago.
Mayberry and Midland, I think, is what it is.
McDonald's Boulevard.
There you go.
Some of these guys' cars don't look too bad, though. I don't think they've been beating them up too bad.
And then you got Matt back here in the number 1 machine.
Matt
Currently
Texton Telder.
Currently, texting Tilder. Currently, 37, almost 37 seconds behind Kyle Stewart.
I don't know how some of these drivers can do it, DMS. I don't know how they can text and drive like that.
I wouldn't be able to do it on a drag strip.
I'd be sitting on top of the McDonald's sign. Literally. You and Brazy would be in the booth scratching your head wondering how I got up there.
In 4 spot?
No, on top of the McDonald's sign.
No, I was in 4 spot, the 24 of Dakota Floyd. And rounding off our top 5 is going to be the 75 of that man right there, Chuck Sweeney.
You know, looking at the 24 car, though, I like what he's doing. He doesn't look like he's stepping out of bounds. He's not overdriving the car. You watch him come out of the corner and you compare that with some of the leaders, DMS, and they're right up against the wall on corner exit, and they're just getting everything they can out of it. And the 24 is a little more, a little more gingerly with it. Not really pushing it as hard, not taking a chance. And that's how you get top 5s here. Sometimes it's how you get top 3s, too.
And he's definitely had, trust me, I'll be the first one to tell you he's definitely had enough top 5s this year.
You see Chuck Sweeting, though. I'm watching him in the 75 car. I've seen him come off a couple of these corners sideways. Chuck's after it. You kind of expect that with him, though. He's fast everywhere you go usually, so.
It's
even
that
when
competitor in him, I think.
It is. I mean, he's going to get everything he can out of the car. Looking at the right rear, it looks like he's got a little bit more than he probably wanted to out of it. But how about Burt Wilson? Ahead of Richard Holland?
Yeah.
What planet are we on?
Well, I think what the problem was is Richard had some problems in the pits, and I think he overshot, sat for a minute, then had to back up, and then come back in, and I think I don't think his pit guys were very good to him.
Yes, pit.
And
Pit crew
again,
failed.
with him not starting right away in the race, he was down a little bit, like not quite half a lap, but
Yeah, him and Rick Fergone weren't on the track when the drop of green came, so. But he's
80s.
still up 2 spots and sitting in 7th spot right now.
Yeah, just watch 86 pull over and let the 20 by there. Not wanting to hold the leader up. That's a good thing.
And that would be John Sanu. John Sanu and the Wall are having a fight tonight.
I would almost bet the Wall is winning.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. But we're going to go back up here to Kyle Stewart and keep an eye on him. And I will return in about 30 seconds.
Well,
Vern,
I
it's
will
all
look
you,
like his-
baby. You and Brazy.
Is Brazy.
doesn't look like his hood is waving to the crowd anymore.
Yeah, I think he took that down there to the attention of the crew, Brazy, and they got that thing put back together for him. He about lost it again. I watched him come out of that corner, and that was crazy.
There's been quite a few of them that haven't been able to make the corners very well.
I wouldn't even know how the suspension was in the car if it wasn't Sanu. And when he comes out of the corner, he's got the car hopping. I don't know if that's just a different gear he's using, maybe upsetting the car a little more, because you can lower the gear in the corner, or you can, Brazy, you can lower the gear in the corner, so you go down to second where the leader might stay in third.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do that, you're going to have more torque to your wheels, so when you come off, that thing's going to want to break loose on you.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what we're seeing when you see those cars step out like that. I think they're in a lower gear, and when they really start getting after the throttle, that thing's it'll spin the tires and come around.
Unless you're driving like Kyle Stewart is.
Kyle Stewart he's like an alien tonight. Oh, when I said that, he come off the corner sideways. They're probably not seeing this on DMS's stream because I have my own set of cameras up that's not going to feed through to it. So what's he on right now, Bracy? Whose car?
He's on Kyle's.
Okay, so he is on the leader. So at least I'm calling that right, and people are not watching saying, what the hell is this guy talking about? But it's crazy to have a 37-second lead and see a guy getting after it like that. At one point, it's got to sink in, hey, maybe I should take it easy and finish this thing up here. You take that chance until that checkered flag falls. I mean, one corner goes wrong, and you could watch 37 seconds go away, Bracy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've seen it a little bit with Justin Ritchie and Matt Telder. Justin caught the wall, and Matt got in front of him, and then Matt caught the wall, and Justin got in front of him, and
yeah, he's not. I'll tell you, Kyle Stewart, though, he's just flying around this track. He's not far from really lapping the entire field, Bracy.
and we currently only
Sideways again off that corner. Going by the 10 car Rick Fagone. I mean, he is just driving the wheels off this thing here.
we only have 5 cars left on the lead lap. So
Yeah, we do. And if you look at the time, I mean, from the one that's a lap down and the one, I think is Sweeting that might be the next one to go a lap down. If the leader can catch back up to him.
correct.
And you see Sweeting right here. You can't see it, DMS or Brazy, but let me pull up my.
I got it.
Oh, well, I'm going to do my live stream anyway. I can just share my screen, so. I don't know what it's doing, so maybe I can't.
Oh, Chuck just hit the wall pretty hard right there trying to catch up to Dakota. Squared off and slammed into the wall.
Well, sometimes that's what you got to do, DMS.
Yeah, hey, that's why I'm not a racer.
Well, you got to show that. I know from experience, you really got to show that wall who's the boss.
Oh yeah, from a lot of experience.
Right. That's right. I don't think anyone else, or I don't think all the other drivers combined have the experience I do with the wall. I'm just saying.
I hate to say it, but I think John Sanu is trying to catch up to you tonight.
He is working hard on it tonight. Brazy's that stream working?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you got live, real time. I don't know about you, DMS, but road courses are kind of boring.
They're not kind of boring. They're real boring.
You know, when you're out there racing, it is too.
I mean, I literally could have saved the $15 and then just did the broadcast and been like, they're going around turn 3. I don't know what's going on with the cameras.
My thought behind it is, you know, you get not even midway, a quarter way through the race, and you look and you're like, well, if I don't mess up, I know I'm finishing 5th tonight. Because the guys in front of you are too far ahead of you, you know, and the guys behind you are too far back. And the only time that you're going to race with somebody is when you catch them to lap, and they'll usually pull over and let you go.
You know,
this race between the 24 and 75, though, is heating up to be a good one.
It's the only one.
Chuck Sweeting is right back to the bumper of that 24 car. Oh, and he locked up the brakes in the corner. Sweeting going after it hot right now, DMS.
Yes, he is. He's trying.
He's definitely trying, and you can see there's parts of the track that it looks like Dakota is a little bit better than him. But, well, man, that run right there, I thought he was going to take a look to the inside, but he didn't.
You know, and one of the things is, too, is it's got to play some psychological games on Dakota, because that's Chuck back there.
Well, yeah. And I mean, and he's right there. That's the thing. And my hat's off to Dakota right now for being able to hold on to it. But Chuck's going to look to the inside here. And I don't think he did look to the inside, DMS.
Well, he definitely looked to the inside. Just a bit inside.
I think Chuck needs to swap his glasses out. Yeah, he went just a bit too far inside, didn't he? That sucks, because that was our battle.
Yeah.
You know, Dakota's giving a sigh of relief right now.
Dakota's like, oh, thank God.
That's, you know, these road courses, and I tell people this all the time, you race the racetrack. You never race anyone else.
Yeah, that little bobble right there cost him 6.5 seconds.
Exactly, and that's why you do that, because at a road course, when you get caught up racing someone else or another car, you will miss a corner. You'll miss a braking point. You'll cut it too deep. You can't see through the car in front of you. So you're just trying to judge where you need to put your car. Oh, and Dakota gets the wall. It's just the way it is at a road course. And when you start racing someone else and getting competitive, you're going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
So always race the track here. And, you know, fortunately, that's what our leader's able to do, because he put, you know, how many? 43 seconds between himself and
46 seconds now.
It's insane.
Or start driving a Tesla. They've got avoidance detection on theirs.
He was really good at COTA, too, when we were at COTA, so I'm not really surprised. He seems to put a lot of time, Kyle Stewart does, into these road courses.
Well, Dakota keeps beating up that outside wall there, or inside wall.
Well, I see Sweeting's already cut 2 seconds off of him.
Yeah.
I don't know that this one's over. I mean, we got what, 9 laps to go, DMS?
10 laps to go.
10 laps to go, so there may be time to make up. That I would say there is, based off of how fast he's catching them. And that's actually worse, Brazy. So when you're Dakota and you're watching that box in the corner, it's telling you how quickly that 75 car is closing up on you. And I can tell you from experience, when those cars get closer, you start driving it harder. It's just a natural reaction. Man, he was winding it out, Dakota Floyd was. He left it in the low gear, and he just wound it out. But Chuck, look at Chuck sideways. Chuck Sweeting is driving the absolute wheels off that thing. Well, you can't take away what Kyle Stewart's doing out here, but
our leader right here, 48 and a half, almost 48 and a half second lead over second place, Justin Ritchie. And he is still hitting his marks.
Yeah, it's just insane. And he's still driving the wheels off the thing.
Yeah.
That's what gets me.
Yeah, I mean, he's faster than anybody. And smoother.
That's why he's faster, coincidentally, DMS, because he's smoother. Road course is all about smooth to be. You got to be smooth to be fast.
What did they say? Slow is fast and fast is slow? Or no? Fast is, I don't know. But Justin Ritchie is just looking at the outside in the rear view at Dakota Floyd.
I see that. Ritchie must have had a problem.
Dakota Floyd looks like he might be the next victim, and he is. Kyle Stewart is going to pass Dakota Floyd and put Dakota Floyd down a lap.
Yes, he is. That's going to leave, what, 4 left on the lead lap here?
4 left on the lead lap.
Yeah,
Chuck
we see
Sweeney,
Chuck.
Matt Tillner, and Justin Ritchie.
I'm going to say Dakota must have had a problem a little ways back to get behind, that far behind Chuck. Because he was 4 seconds ahead of Chuck the last time I seen.
Well, like I said, you keep hitting that outside wall, and sooner or later, something's going to give.
Looks like Chuck and Dakota crashed. I'm wondering if they got caught up in a corner.
Well, let's take a look at what happened here. Dakota Floyd.
Go back and see.
Here's Dakota.
You got to go back a little ways. I think this happened. Oh, he's sideways in the track there. So
Yep, there it is right there.
he lost it on a corner. I mean, he just lost it. He sat sideways on the track. You see the 75 drive right by him on the outside there.
Yeah, but
And Dakota.
it's a really good photo op for Rig Radio.
It is actually. I mean, you had a billboard there. Yeah, and you see the leader coming up right after him as soon as he got going. So
Yeah.
he didn't have a lot on the leader there.
Oh, and he just smacked the wall hard again. I think he's dealing with a little bit of frustration right now.
That starts to set in. I mean, him and Chuck were close together, and he knew that, and he was battling, and that's where the mistakes come into. You know, it's just like I told you, Brazy. He's looking at that box, and it's showing him how fast that 75 was closing in.
Gets in your head, and then you just make a mistake.
Exactly.
Well, now it's definitely showing him how fast that 75 is pulling away. Because he now has about 11.5-second gap between him and Dakota, or Chuck and Dakota.
I think the battle's for second right now.
And that's going to be, Justin Ritchie and Matt Tilner that have been fighting all night. And here they are.
Ritchie's going to take a look to the inside right here, but he's not going to be able to get the run. Or Telder did, excuse me. He just wasn't able to get the run, DMS. Look at him, though, all over the bumper. He's giving him a little bumper love in the corner.
Yeah. And he
Now
will.
he did, and he's got to look to the inside on him. Oh,
giving side love.
Better than four.
All kinds of love going on here.
For DMS. Richie's going to hold them off, though, down the straightaway. I mean, they were definitely making contact all through the corner. You don't want to do that too much with the guy behind you because you're at his mercy. So when you rough the guy up a little bit, and you do that in a corner, he might not break as well in the next corner, DMS.
And
I'm
that's
just
called
saying.
racing.
It is. It's called racing. You ruffle a guy's feather, and then you get dumped, or you dump someone else, and it's racing.
Well, Matt is back up within car length of Justin Ritchie, and we'll keep an eye on this one.
Yeah, this is a battle right here, and I think it's going to continue to be with 5 laps to go. I mean, Telder knows that it's go time. He knows if he's going to get second, he's got to do it now. He's got to do it in the next 5 laps anyway, and he's closing right back on the bumper, Justin Ritchie. And I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody really mess up here, DMS. You see Ritchie's going to throw the block on him on the straightaway. This is a really good battle.
And now we're going to see if Matt will go ahead.
Oh,
No,
there's
Matt,
a mistake.
Yeah, Matt did not go down to the inside again this time.
No, and he got into the outside wall a little bit. Just like I said, he had to get on the binders there to stay out of the back of the 55 car. One of these times he's not going to do that, DMS. And he might wad him and the 55 both up and give
Chuck will, Chuck will swim by for second.
He'll capitalize on it. This is what you want to see, though. I mean, when you're watching a road course, you want to see guys get after it like this because the action's there, DMS. It's like putting spark to gasoline.
Yeah.
It's there.
Well, Matt's buying his time. We got 5 laps to go here in Chicago.
Oh. I'm just watching the one car, and I mean, he's piling it into the wall, but I seen the 55 make a mistake. And now that's going to put the one car right back on his bumper.
And the one car is going to
And
go
now he's
down
going to look
into
to
the inside.
Oh, but he got the outside wall. He drove it hard there. Man, this battle. This is how you sell tickets, DMS.
Right here.
Yeah, this is what makes racing.
And they're going to be catching up to TJ Lee.
This isn't even a battle for a lead. I mean, it's a battle for second place, but it is where the race is at.
Yeah, I was going to say, but it's the only battle. I'm looking at all the gaps, and the only other gap is Richard Holland and Jacob Daniels, and there's 3.5 seconds in between there.
How do you think the lap car is going to play into this? Looks
I
like
think he's going to go to the outside, just like he's doing. He's got his teammate.
Yep.
Matt is his teammate, so he's
Yep,
going to.
he is. He cleared out.
Matt's going to look at the inside again. Oh, my goodness.
You see these guys are trying to get back to the gas, right? Coming off the corner, and that's why you see that car kicking out like that. I mean, the name of the game here is when you get off the corner on the exits to be able to get back on the gas. That one car, though, is all over the 55 again.
And you got to give Justin Ritchie kudos, man. I mean, he's doing everything he can right now.
That dude has ice water in his veins, DMS. He has to.
He is not giving anything.
I don't think he's driving out of his mirror. I think he's driving out the windshield.
Yeah. I think he's concentrating on his marks, just like you were saying on a road course. You want to hit those marks and race the course.
Yeah, he's racing the course, and the one car, every time he catches up to him, I think he goes from racing the course to racing the car in front of him.
Well, I just got it, and look at this. Justin Ritchie, and they are catching up. Kyle Stewart has crashed. Kyle Stewart, the leader of the race,
he
has crashed.
What did I tell you earlier, Brazy?
Let's take a look at it. He's going in.
I just went back to it and
coming back. He's coming up on Chuck Sweeney. He's on that outside.
So that battle we've seen might be for the win now.
Chuck Sweeney's right up there in front, and oh my goodness, he was just way out of spot, crashed, and that was just the first.
That was the first crash.
Yes. Look at that right front tire hanging out there.
Yeah, he was catching Sweeting to put him a lap down, and he drove it off in the corner here and just lost it. He missed his braking.
Yep.
And this is what I talked about with Brazy when you were away, DMS.
And here is the second crash.
This is why, yep, I see the second crash right here, and he crashed going to pit road.
He is all over the spot. Yeah. And now this is a whole different ballgame.
It is. He still showed as the leader, but the leader now as they go by
Justin Ritchie. Justin Ritchie just took it.
Yes, he did. And this is a race for the win now, DMS. This got even more interesting, but man, I mean, you got to feel heartbroken for that 20 car. He was absolutely dominating this race tonight and just destroying the field, literally.
Yeah, he was almost at 50 seconds ahead.
Oh, the 34 car wrecking hard behind the leaders. But how much more do you think that amps up the driver of the one car now?
Well, now this is a totally different race right now. Now Matt's
not going for second now.
Yeah, he's not going for second. He's going for the win.
And to the inside, he's definitely looking for it. You see the 55 doing the right thing, just go in front of there and say, no, I know where you're at. But will he use the back bumper and maybe nudge the guy over a little bit? You see him working him hard right here. Yep. He's going to the outside. I mean, he was looking to the outside right there.
And I think Justin Ritchie stayed just to the inside enough to force him to go look at the outside, and then raised him up, so he had to back off a little bit more.
Man, this race is getting really, really interesting right now. A little bit of wall contact from the one car, but he's all over the bumper right here. This section of the track, he's really good. He's going to dive to the inside again and clear him.
And there he did. And he got him cleared. Matt.
Yes, he did.
Matt Tillner is now up in front, and now we'll see if Justin Ritchie is going to be able to return the favor.
To the inside. He took a look to the inside, and I think it's going to cost him because he had to get on his brakes to stay out of the one car here. And now the 55 has hit the wall.
Justin Ritchie has now hit the wall and is going to go drop even further.
I'm going to tell you, until this guy takes a checkered flag, I ain't really going to count anybody as a winner.
I know. I know. And Kyle Stewart just proved that.
Well, I mean, how could you not think Kyle Stewart was going to win this race if you've been watching the race for any amount of time?
You think he just saw Chuck and got a little overzealous or something?
No, I'm going to tell you his problem. He was getting after it every lap, and he should have looked. When you build up a lead, take care of your stuff.
Well, and, when you have a 50-second lead, maybe you don't go after the next car so hard.
You don't make mistakes because you're not out there running the thing on the ragged-ass edge. And that's where he messed up. I mean, he drove it in the corner, and he missed his braking, and he paid the price for it. And you hate it because he dominated.
Our top five, Matt Tillner is in your lead right here. We're watching him, the number one car, about to look into Burt Wilson. Justin Ritchie in second. Chuck Sweeney has moved
White
into
flag.
third.
White flag waving in the air right now, DMS. Yeah, and
Final
do you
lap.
think, let's go back 5 laps ago. Do you think Chuck Sweeting would be thinking he was going to the podium?
No. No. And
He was going to be lucky with 5th.
And if you listen to the car, if you can listen to his car, I think he's like, all right, hey, dude, I'm good. I'm good. I'm in third.
Right.
I mean, he's
Dakota-
really cutting it
He's-
down on those corners.
He's got almost an 8-second, well, he's over 8-second lead in front of Dakota. So I mean, he's got room.
And
No, he's got
Justin
45
Ritchie
seconds.
has been able to cut it down below 2 seconds, still giving it hell.
Yeah, he's driving the wheels off of it, but I think it's too little too late, DMS. If the one car doesn't make any mistakes, he's going to be hard to beat.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on him until he gets crossed, just to make
But
sure he doesn't make that mistake.
There's a lot of corners here, and it only takes one. But we're getting close to the end of this thing, and that one car's holding on strong right here. But he don't have a lot of distance between him and Richie, so
No. Well, he has been able to put it back over 2 seconds, so I'm going to have to say that unless
and there's the checkered flag right there,
right
DMS.
there, checkered flag, Matt Tilder. Wow, what a race.
Justin
Unbelievable.
Ritchie going to bring it home second, and it looks like Chuck Sweeting might be able to hold on for the podium here. Watching the 75 now. He's got a couple more turns here to navigate. But the battle, I mean, you go back to the 1 and the 55, and you think about the 24 and the 75 battle. And one of the battles wound up being for third place, but the other one wound up being for the win.
For the win. And my heart, man, just hurts right now. Kyle Stewart is going to be ranked 9th tonight.
He gets the Tums Heartburn Award tonight. He has to. he has to get the Tums Heartburn Award.
Absolutely ran a perfect race the entire night.
That's a hard freaking pill to swallow.
Still waiting on cars to go get across. But it looks as if Matt Tilder is going to be your winner tonight. Justin Ritchie will finish second. Chuck Sweeney third. Dakota Floyd fourth. And look at this. Richard Holland is going to go with the top 5 tonight.
It's been that kind of night. And on the lead lap, DMS.
And on the lead lap.
It has been that kind of night. It really has. And unfortunately, it was at the expense of Kyle Stewart. Literally, he was the biggest loser out of this deal. And he dominated. I mean, he literally dominated the entire race and then had that happen.
Well, we gave you the top 5. Let's give the rest of the track.
I think Tilder's waiting on you.
So officially, it's going to be Matt Tilder tonight as your winner. Justin Ritchie, number 2. Chuck Sweeney, number 3. Dakota Floyd, 4th. Richard Holland's going to finish 5th. Burt Wilson, 6th. Jacob Daniels, 7th. Rick Vergone will finish 9th. Kyle Stewart will finish, Rick Vergone will be finishing 8th. And Kyle Stewart will finish 9th. TJ Lee will come in with a top 10. We'll be back for interviews. Look at this. Chuck Sweeney's in the boot. Wait, where the hell did Vern go?
I don't know.
All right, where's our winner at here? Where the hell did Vern go? He just looks like our winner bailed too. I'm not seeing him.
He just posted in the thing.
He just
He just posted in chat.
oh. Be right back on a run. Oh, you know what? He's on a tinky break. He's on a tinky break. So we're all sitting here with our thumbs in our booties, waiting for him to get back from the tinker. Wow. What a finish. What a finish.
That was quite the race. I mean, it's nice to see a good competition there on a road race.
Yeah.
So
Well,
made
you know
for
what?
a very good end of the race.
I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this opposite tonight. Since we're waiting, we're going to pull Chuck up here and we're going to talk to the third place finisher tonight first. How about that? Chuck, you got a
How about
copy?
that?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Man. Did you think you'd be sitting in a podium?
Hell no. I thought I'd be sitting on the ambulance or something after the night.
Well, you know,
My car looked like it should have been sitting in a junkyard is what it looked like. I was surprised it finished.
well, you know, and we sat here and we were watching real close. We watched that battle between you and Dakota. And you know, that ended up being, you know, that was for like 5th place, you know. And back and forth you guys went and stuff, and then Dakota went a little bit sideways, and then you went by, and then next thing you know, the first place finisher tonight on the very, you know, on 3 laps to go, hit the wall and put himself out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Kyle. He was just stomping the field, and I saw him coming up in my mirror. He's like 2 seconds behind, and I'm like, okay, after this next turn, I'll move over for him. And I look in my mirror, and he just slammed the walls. I'm like, what the hell, man? He had such a big lead. He didn't have to run hard. So I don't know if something happened, but
Yeah,
that sucked for him.
We're not really sure, but yeah, he had over a 50-second lead.
Yeah, that's crazy. He would have lapped me, and it would have been just the 3 of them on the lead lap at the end if he'd have made it. But oh well, I don't know. Them guys are so good on road courses. I'm not, and I'm lucky as hell to come home with a 3rd place finish.
Well, how'd you like Chicago?
It's a pretty fun track to drive, honestly. I'd never been on it before. I didn't even have it till about 2 hours ago, or 2 hours before the race started, and put a couple of practice laps in, and you know, I felt okay, but I did not feel comfortable in that race. Once the competition got out there, I was like way over my head, but I don't know, survived it somehow.
Well, you can't really say that because you're sitting up here and they're sitting down there. So
yeah, you got to finish that's the main thing. You just got to finish.
yeah, it doesn't, like we always say, it doesn't matter how many laps you lead. It's the lap that you lead at the end.
Yeah, you got to finish these things. So yeah, I'll take my 3rd and go on back to an oval where I belong.
Well, anyone you'd like to thank for your podium tonight?
Thanks to Dakota for racing me clean. I almost took him out. I wrecked myself trying not to take him out, and then he spun on his own. So good racing with him. Congrats to Matt. Thanks to Vern and everybody, Michael, for all the work they do, and thanks to the fans for tuning in. And let's just like to see if we can get back to a normal track next week. Although this was pretty fun.
There you go. There you go. Anything you'd like to add there, Brazy?
I got nothing for Chicago.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my Uber to bring me to the airport so I can get the hell out of here.
You and me both, man. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, your 3rd place finisher tonight, Chuck Sweeney. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and where is he at? There he is. How about you? How about you, Justin? You got a copy?
I do. What's going on?
Wow. Man, take us through the race, man. I mean, golly, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I screwed my race there in the first 7 laps. I gave myself like 3.5 minutes of damage. Really hurt the drivability of the car.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, it was just damage control pretty much. I undercut Telder because I knew it was really hard to pass. And sure enough, we fought for what, 14 of the last 15 laps.
Oh, yeah. And it was a fight, too. It was a hard fight.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys were off and on throughout the entire race fighting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I built up a pretty good gap to him in the beginning, just from the drop of the green. And then, like I said, I had that mistake that cost me the damage. And then I also had another mistake that caused him to get about 5 or 6 seconds out in front of me. I think without those two, it would have been a different outcome. But gosh, Kyle is so quick here. I think we all got lucky that
I was just gonna say, you're back there racing for third and fourth, and then you got a nice little lead going on over there over Matt. You and them are fighting, but you're maintaining, and then all of a sudden the leader is gone, and you are now the leader.
Yeah. I was not expecting that. I was going to be happy with a third place because I think he had 5 lap fresher tires than me. Matt did. So I was ready for him to pass me. I knew it was a matter of time. I just wanted to try and delay it as much as possible. Maybe get lucky he makes a mistake, but no, he drove a really clean race there at the end, and he got the job done.
Well, and so did you. I mean, finishing second at Chicago is definitely something to be said of.
Oh yeah, I'm super happy. I bought the track last week, so we will definitely take that.
Anybody you'd like to thank for it?
Just shout out to all my guys that I run with every week, and shout out to you guys for putting on this broadcast, and shout out to all the admins who make this possible. I know I'm not really in any type of championship contention, but it's really nice to come here every week and have really good, clean racing. So shout out to all the guys that are running as well.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your second place finisher tonight here in Chicago, Justin Ritchie.
Thank you.
All right. Apparently his tinky time is over, and he's back now in the broadcast booth. How about you, Matt? You got a copy?
I got you.
Matt, text and Telder.
Max, text, and Telder. How are you feeling right now?
Ugh. Well, I told you boys 3 weeks ago I was going to win this race.
Well, yeah, you did, but you didn't say that somebody that had a 50-second lead on you was going to hit the wall and, but
And gift it to you.
Now, you and Justin had some really good racing, man. That was the spotlight for the last, 10, 12 laps.
Yeah, that was fun. Like, I even said, I mentioned something to Justin, right? I said that was one of the funnest battles I've ever had in iRacing. So, yeah, that was a good time.
So you're sitting there with 5 laps to go. You and Justin are changing spots back and forth. You finally get an inside. Justin makes a mistake. You get in there. You've got yourself convinced that, all right, you know what? A podium, second place tonight. And then just as you think that, all of a sudden you see Kyle Ritchie going down the list. Now it's for the win.
Well, you know what they say? There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and he flirted with it, and it bit him.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Anybody you'd like to thank for your win tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank TJ and the RGC boys for once again let me come be a part of this team. Like, I didn't even know this league existed until they reached out to me, and now here we are, multi-time winner in season 1. So sucks I wasn't eligible for the playoffs. We'll see what that, hopefully next season we'll see where that turns into. But I got to thank Jim Herrick at 4draceware.com for sponsoring me with all my equipment per usual. And thank you guys for the broadcast.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight in Chicago for WFO Racing, Matt Tilder. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Brazen, get back to building gingerbread houses.
Yeah, Brazy. And we don't even want to talk about that. Anyway, Brazy, that was our first time in Chicago. What'd you think? Final words.
It's Chicago. I mean,
I know.
But I mean, we saw some great racing. Unfortunately, we had the incident there with Kyle. He showed us how you should race it until he showed us not how to race it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. He showed us how to do it. He's a great teacher.
But yeah, I mean, it was a great race there at the end, watching Matt and Justin battle there for that last spot or that first spot, and you know, it was a great end to the race. Could have been a boring race, and it wasn't. So I mean, you got to appreciate that.
Yep.
And we got to thank the fans. Thank Vern, Mike.
Smash that like button, do that subscribe and follow
hit the
stuff.
subscribe button, hit the follow, like, share with your friends. But we got to thank Michael for going out and getting the people, and him and Vern and WFO setting up the league and all the stuff that they do behind the scenes for the league and
amen.
all that fun stuff. So big thanks and shout out to those guys, and looking forward to tomorrow and next week.
Well, then there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Sir Brazen Bull and myself, Deadman Strolling, and WFO Racing Network, we want to thank you for joining us on tonight's broadcast. We'll be back tomorrow for the Truck Series right here at this same track. Hopefully you'll be able to make it in here. We'll see you then. We're out of here. Peace.